The iPhone is Apple's money printer disguised as a smartphone. It launched in 2007 and basically revolutionized mobile phones by proving that people don't actually need physical keyboards. Steve Jobs walked on stage, showed a touchscreen that actually worked smoothly, and the rest is history. iPhones come in multiple versions now. Each year, Apple releases a new version with slightly better cameras, a faster processor, and the same design as last year but in a new color. But here's the thing, there's no expandable storage, so if you want more space, you either pay up front or suffer. And Apple loves to remove features and call it innovation. The charger doesn't come in the box anymore because apparently saving the environment means you buy it separately in more packaging. Also, every iPhone uses Lightning port except the newest models, which finally switched to USB-C after the entire world begged them to. Oh, and good luck repairing it yourself because Apple designs everything to be as difficult as possible to fix. Macs are Apple's line of computers that cost twice as much as similarly spec'd PCs, but somehow make you feel fancy for owning one. They come in laptops like MacBook Air and MacBook Pro, and desktops like iMac, Mac Mini, and Mac Studio. MacBooks are thin, light, and have incredible battery life, especially since Apple switched to their own M-series chips. The MacBook Air is perfect for students and casual users who mostly browse and do light work. The MacBook Pro is for creative professionals and people who want everyone at the coffee shop to know they're serious about their work. But Macs have their own set of problems. Want to upgrade the RAM or storage? That'll be an extra few $100s for components that cost pennies elsewhere. Gaming on Mac is basically non-existent unless you enjoy playing indie titles from 2015. Repairability is a nightmare because everything is soldered and glued together. The new Mac Studio and Mac Pro are powerful beasts meant for serious professionals, but they cost as much as a small car. So yeah, Macs are amazing if you can afford them and don't mind being locked into Apple's ecosystem forever. The iPad is Apple's tablet that sits somewhere between a phone and a laptop, trying to convince you it can replace both while not quite succeeding at either. It launched in 2010 and created an entirely new category of devices that nobody knew they needed. There are several models now. The regular iPad for normal people, iPad mini for people with small bags, iPad Air for people who want something better but not too expensive, and iPad Pro for artists and people who pretend they'll use it for work but mostly watch Netflix. iPads are great for media consumption, drawing with Apple Pencil, note-taking, and casual browsing. The accessories are where Apple really gets you. Apple Pencil, $120, Magic Keyboard, $349. By the time you buy all the accessories to make your iPad useful, you've spent enough money to buy an actual laptop that does everything better. But hey, at least it's thin and you can draw on it. Apple Watch is a tiny computer strapped to your wrist that tracks your health, shows notifications, and judges your fitness level. It launched in 2015 and now dominates the smartwatch market despite costing more than some people's entire outfits. The health features are genuinely useful. It can detect irregular heart rhythms, notify emergency services if you fall, and remind you to breathe when life gets stressful. But the Apple Watch needs to be charged daily, which means one more device competing for outlet space. AirPods are Apple's wireless earbuds that somehow convinced people that losing $200 earbuds is normal. They launched in 2016, everyone mocked how they looked, and then everyone bought them anyway. There's regular AirPods for casual listeners, AirPods Pro for people who want noise cancellation and better sound, and AirPods Max, which are over-ear headphones that cost $549 and come with a case that looks like a purse. The spatial audio feature makes movies and music feel more immersive, but here's the problems. They're ridiculously easy to lose. One earbud falls out and vanishes into another dimension. The battery degrades over time and you can't replace it. Sound quality is good, but not great compared to similarly priced competitors. Apple TV is a streaming box that costs way more than competitors, but integrates beautifully with Apple's ecosystem. It's basically a tiny computer that plays Netflix and makes your TV show ads for Apple TV Plus content. It runs tvOS, has a decent remote that's easy to lose. Siri integration works for voice commands, and if you own other Apple devices, everything syncs nicely. You can use your iPhone as a remote, AirPlay content from other devices, and the 4K model supports all the fancy display tech if you have a TV that can handle it. HomePod is Apple's smart speaker that sounds great, but is dumber than its competitors. The original HomePod launched in 2018 for $349, flopped because it was too expensive, got discontinued, and then Apple brought back a slightly cheaper version because they missed the smart speaker market. The sound quality is genuinely excellent for a speaker this size. It has great bass, clear vocals, and spatial audio that adjusts based on room acoustics. The HomePod also has a habit of leaving white rings on wooden furniture, which is a fun surprise. AirTag is Apple's tracking device that helps you find lost items using the Find My network. It's a small disc that you attach to keys, bags, or anything you're likely to lose, and it uses Bluetooth and Apple's massive user network to locate stuff. The precision finding feature on newer iPhones is genuinely impressive. There's also privacy concerns because people have used them for stalking, though Apple has added anti-stalking features. Vision Pro is Apple's mixed reality headset that costs $3,500 and represents their vision of spatial computing. fascinating. It's basically a computer you wear on your face that blends digital content with the real world. The display quality is incredible with micro OLED screens that have more pixels than your eyes can perceive. Eye tracking and hand gestures replace controllers, and the pass-through video is good enough that you can see the real world while wearing it. You can place virtual screens anywhere in your space, and they stay there when you move around. It runs Vision OS with familiar iPhone and iPad apps blown up in space around you. The technology is impressive, but it's a product for early adopters with money to burn. For everyone else, it's a glimpse at the future that's still several years and several price drops away from being practical.